welcome back to Unprescribed Talkz with your host, J.Vargas. And guess what? Today we have your favorite guest again back on the show, Mr. Luis Fernandez.
What's up, everyone? Yes, I'm back and sounding better. Of course, I got a mic.
Oh, this time you have a mic?
Yes.
It was crazy because when people were asking me yo, was he on an AirPod or something? Because you sounded clear with me. And he sounded good, but a little muffled at times. And I was like, nah, I think he was on a mic this whole time. And then come to find out, you were on an AirPod.
But see, this is how you know you're a loyal friend, because you defended me even though I know I fucked up.
I guess, right? I could be loyal at times, not all the time.
Don't tell nobody that. Oh, man. But yeah, what's going on today? We're here for
Nothing. Just here chilling, looking forward for this episode and working it with you.
That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. All right. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to get into this. Talk to me.
You ready? How was your week?
It was actually pretty good. I'm a little exhausted every day, but I think it's because I'm not sleeping well. But
I know you think about me too much.
Or something. I do. I really miss you cuddling and stuff. Wait, was I supposed to say that?
No, Luis, you were not supposed to say that. TMI.
Cut it. Action. Cut. I mean, producer, something.
We're two four-time producer.
We'll get there eventually.
Yes.
Side note, you looked amazing for Halloween. Just saying.
Oh,
amazing. Man. And to see you on stage with Celia Cruz. Was that the real Celia Cruz, or was that?
No, I wish it was. She's dead.
I could have sworn because she tagged. She commented back on a tag. I thought that was really her.
Dude, people were loving the cut. I probably took over 100 pictures that night, and it was pretty funny because my friends were looking at me and they were like, "Yeah, we're just gonna wait for you over here while you're done taking pictures," because people just kept stopping me to take pictures, and I was like, "Oh my god."
And guys, if you don't know, the costume is posted on his Instagram. If you guys need to, go follow Unprescribed Talks with J.Vargas.
No, it's not on the...
click the host. Right under his profile, there's his main page. You are going to see this costume was amazing.
It was.
He was out here blessing people, giving communion to those that needed it.
I had the bread out. People would go crazy when I took the bread out. People would go crazy when I was sprinkling water. And
this man had a bottle with pee in it and was squirting it at everyone.
No, it was not pee. It was not pee.
Oh, it wasn't? You wasn't that drunk yet?
I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drinking. Remember, I don't drink.
That is actually very amazing.
Oh man.
That is priceless.
Yes, that's the life I live, everybody. That's the life I live. Don't worry, I'll be back home soon, and I'll be home being a bum.
All right, let's get right into this. I want to know the details. Last time we spoke, you said that this episode was going to consist of a snitch in the group. I know it's not me because I'm loyal to the T.
So it's not snitch in the group. It's snitch in the crew. But let's talk about last week real quick. I got a lot of feedback from people. Did you get feedback?
Oh, yes. People were telling me, because I was reposting the last episode, and I even told some of my coworkers, hey, can you please do me a favor? You check this out. If you like it, just leave a review. Let me know how it was. And a lot of feedback came back. Yo, it was really good. You're a comedian. You made it funny. It was Jay is the serious dad, and you're the clown in the crew. And I was like, but that's me in real life.
Yeah, and
that's Jay in real life. He's always yelling at me because I'm going above and beyond for no reason.
Yeah, it's true.
I got too much energy. That's my problem.
Yeah, I got a lot of feedback too. A lot of people love your style, the way you work. People are like, oh my god, that guy, he keeps you going. They're like, he's that guy that just keeps you going. And they're like, you're the serious one.
So are we going to consider a co-host position? I'm just saying.
No, we're not soulmates.
A co-host position.
Well, it's in the talks. It's in the talks for everybody. It's in the talks. All right.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta sign a contract and shit.
So, excuse me this week. This week I'm the one that's sick. So if I'm a little rough at times, it's me. But besides that, though, a lot of feedback I got was positive. I got nothing negative. The only thing I was told was I should have a female in a part 2. And in the beginning, I was like, why should I have a female? For what? People were like, oh, to see her view. I'm like,
But
For
a part
what?
two in what? To the first
Like
episode?
in the
To the
last,
pill I had
yeah,
to
to the
swallow?
first episode, because a lot of people want to hear like the female's perspective,
I
and I'm like,
actually
but
think that's an amazing idea.
it is. But listen, but in the beginning, I was like, kind of like, no, I don't think it's amazing because why would a woman agree to be like that? You know,
Hmm.
and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? We are gonna have a woman. It's in the talks. I found someone. She's very highly motivated about it. She's excited to be part of it. Not sure when it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in a couple of weeks. I'll definitely let everybody know when it's gonna happen and put it out there. But this girl that I know, she's a very smart, intelligent woman, and she's excited to be part of this podcast on that one episode. She's looking very forward to it. She enjoyed the podcast. She was very like interested about certain things, and I was just like, "Hey, why don't you be part of the one podcast episode with us?" And she was like, "Hell yeah!" Which was funny because when I hit her up about it,
Hmm.
I was like, "Hey, how are you? I don't know if you know I have a podcast." And she's like, "Oh, funny thing is, I'm actually listening to it right now." And I was like, wow, what are the odds?
It's like your ear was ringing.
Right? Exactly.
Oh man, that's actually, I
Yes,
think
yeah.
it's an awesome idea because of the fact that, I got the same thing. I got the feedback of where certain women, a lot of the women that actually I put the podcast information and I gave it to them, they were telling me like that it was really shady what she did. Like it made no sense
Hmm.
to. It was basically like she was leading you on.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
not
it
fair to
basically
do that
was.
because there's if it was the roles were reversed and it was the man doing that to the woman, all the men are dogs, this is and that. But they understood it as of
Yes. Men
like
ain't
it,
shit,
it
men are
works equal.
dogs.
Exactly, it works equal
Yeah.
ways, and that's the feedback I got from it.
Yes, I got a lot of it's relatable. I've been through that. It sucks. I know how you feel. And a lot of people are telling me, "Oh, I'm sorry how you felt." It's like I didn't do that for you guys to feel bad for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it all. I love you all my fans out there. You guys are amazing. I appreciate the ones hitting me up, telling me, I'm sorry. But it wasn't
Hmm.
for anyone to feel sorry for me. It was just me to express about something I've been through, and I wanted to open about it because I feel like it's a big thing going on right now in this society.
And yeah, and feedback is everything, guys. So, like I said, if you can get on the Instagram, the name is literally Unprescribed Talks with J.Vargas. Hit the DM. Let us know
Message
how you
me.
feel about certain things. Yeah,
Yes.
it keeps us going. We follow up with the
Any
comments and stuff like that.
questions, we can answer it. Any episodes, anybody that wants to be part of this podcast, let me know. You have a situation that you want to talk about, we could have you as a guest too, and
Yes, get
we
your
could get
feedback, stuff
this.
that happened. That would be
Yes,
awesome.
yes, because it's not about us, it's not about Lewis, it's about everyone. That's what this podcast is about on Prescribed Talks. So
Exactly.
let's go into this new topic, this new episode, Snitching the Crew, Lewis.
Dun, dun, dun. I love that. I need a soundboard. Just saying.
Yeah, we do, we
I
do,
think
we
I like a
do.
little.
I'm too poor for this.
Are we all?
Oh
All right, so
man,
let's get into this. I'm ready. I'm like
snitching the
literally at the edge
crew.
of my seat.
Yeah, snitching the crew. Wow. So we all have friends, and one thing my parents always told me when I grew up, because obviously growing up, it's always about your friends. Oh my gosh, I want to go out with my friends. I'm gonna go to my friend's house. Like you will always defend your friends against your parents. It's a known thing.
Exactly.
And my dad and my mom used to always tell me, friends come and go. And one theory they would use was a friend, it's like change. And when like you put change in your pocket, but when you have a hole in your pocket, guess what happens? The
Lose
chain
those
falls
friends.
out. It goes through your pocket, and you don't even know.
Hmm.
But so that's what they was telling me. Friends come and go. You're always gonna have those close friends that you could trust, and you're always gonna have those close friends that you can't trust, and you're gonna have those friends that are gonna be sneaky and do things behind your back, and
Yep.
they're gonna act like they're on your side, cheer you on, but they're not gonna be there for you when you're being successful. But when you
They
fuck
only
up,
want.
they're gonna be there, like to hear your stories of when you got in trouble with something, but they don't want to hear your successfulness stories, because when you
Yeah,
tell them
they
like,
only want
yo,
access to you for your information. That's basically it.
yes, yes, or when they need you. Like
Hmm.
it's crazy. Like, yes, I'm a police officer now, but like after I became a cop, like I did lose some people, friends, because they were like not big fans about cops. But then I did like all of a sudden people were like hitting me up, like, hey, I got a ticket. Can you help me get out of this? Hey, do you know this? And I'm like, No, I
That's not
can't help
cool.
you.
Yo, I get pulled over. I have literally your PBA card. I have yours and Diana's, and cops will never see that. And
No
you know
names,
what? The one thing I
Lewis.
tell people, what?
You broke the rule. You said a name.
What do you mean?
You said a name of someone else.
Oh,
You broke
shoot,
the
you're right.
rule. That's
But it's
it.
all
You
right
see,
because
look, now you just lost points. Now you just lost points to being the
there's like a
co-host.
thousand Dianas. Anyways, like I said, I got yours and I got another friend's, and
Hmm.
I get pulled over, and as long as I'm respectful to these officers, I don't say, I obey all. They don't bother you. Like this is what the one thing I told people,
Yes,
especially with you. Like if people understood the type of police officer you were, they would notice like there are no bad cops. The cops are here just to do their
exactly,
job. They don't want to bother you.
exactly.
They just need to do their job. I literally take my keys. I roll all my windows down. I take my keys and put it on top of the roof of my
But you don't
car.
even have a car, so how do you do this?
I mean, my little pasola, bro.
What's a pasola? I'm not Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican.
What do you call them?
I don't know what a pasola
Those
is.
little electric scooter, the motor scooters.
Oh, a motor scooter, a moped.
Moped, yeah, but in Spanish, what do you
You
call
have
it?
what? You have windows on yours?
Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you. Jay's Spanish is not Spanish; it's English. So let's ask him the question. We call a moped a pasola in DR. What do you call it in Puerto Rico?
I don't even know.
Hold on, I'm waiting for the crickets to come out.
Coqui,
That is his
coqui.
Spanish, guys.
But Snitch and the crew. Okay, so like back to it. So we all have. I'm sure we all been through it. That we have a friend that snitches you out on something or does something behind your back. Sorry, Lewis, you're not the only friend I have. Okay.
That is disrespectful. I'm gonna start making a profile for like friends groups and stuff.
And you're not
I'm gonna
gonna
meet
add me
new
in it.
people. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a Bumble account since you told me last time, and I'm just gonna go to the friends section. I don't even want to date nobody. I want to find friends.
Anybody that wants to be Lewis's friend, add him, please. He has
Please,
no
my
life.
Instagram is DeweyEvoX. That's DEWIIEVOX.
He
Add
just
me,
won't
be my
reply
friend.
back to you. After tomorrow, he won't reply back because he'll be with his son.
Oh yeah, my son. I get my baby tomorrow. I'm
So
excited.
snitching the crew. So I had this one guy. He was a friend. I met him in 2010 when I went to St. Francis College, and I met him
Okay.
from a close friend of ours that lives in Virginia, and we became cool. You know, down the years we would hang out. I came home from the army. He was there to hang out. He was always hitting me up, checking up on me. And then in 2014, I moved back to New York City, and I was looking for a place to move. And then he was like, he owned a cafe in Sunset Park, and this dude, he was like, hey, my parents have an apartment, would you be interested? I know you're looking. So I was like, yeah, sure, let me check it out. So I saw it, I liked it. I was like, okay, not bad. He spoke to them. They gave me a good price, and everything was included. And I was like, yeah, I can't say no to this. So everything was cool. And this dude, we were really cool. Like I'm saying, like we would do everything together. We would hang out together. We would always look out for each other. I needed a favor, he'll look out for me. Same thing the other way. But one time, like years later, I was dating this
Mm-hmm.
one girl. We were together for a very long time. Not a very long time, obviously, because we're not together anymore. But we broke up, and
Okay.
so we still connected. And once in a while, we weren't together, but we would still hang out sometimes. We would still talk, check up on each other. But I was single. I was doing my own thing, and she knew everything I was doing, and it was
Like
weird
every
because
detail.
everything I was doing. If I was hanging out with a group, she knew. If I was hanging out with another girl, she knew who the girl was, where we went, and if anything happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, how? And she didn't want to tell me. So excuse me, sorry guys, I was sick this time of the year,
Bless you.
and so she wouldn't tell me how. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So at first she told me it was a coworker. But then I was like, I don't talk to my coworkers about anything. Like, that's none of their business what goes on in my life.
Exactly.
And I was like, this is crazy. So and then I go on Instagram, I go on Facebook, and I go on Snapchat, and I start deleting people that I'm like, I really don't know you. Let me delete you. You might be connected to her. Let me delete you.
Yeah, but for it to get to that point, that's scary.
Yeah, it
Like
was
for where you.
scary because it was to the point that like I had to like watch what I was doing, and I was like very, I was worried, not worried like in this like I had to watch my back, but like worried like who's the snitch? Who's snitching me out, and why are you snitching me out? So we go and I delete people, nothing, that this she's still knowing stuff, and I'm like, this is crazy. So like one day, like I'm just like, who's telling you these things? She's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, whatever. Weeks go by, and then it slips out of her mouth one day. One of your boys is snitching you out, and I'm like, one of my boys. But then like I was thinking, I was like, she's probably just saying that because you know how sometimes people just do things to like see what you do. So I'm like, nah. But it kept happening. Like she still knew, and I was like, "There's no." I'm like, "This girl must be stalking me now." I'm like scared to this point. So we go, and what I ended up doing, I was just like, "This is crazy." I have a lot of
Wait, you
close
just
guy
cut up.
friends. I cut off
Yeah, you said that again. You had a lot of close guy friends.
guy friends. I had a lot of guy friends. I have a lot of guy friends, close guy friends, and we go, and what I did was I told every guy friend a different story. I made up lies, to be honest.
Oh
Like I
my
would be like, "Hey,
god!
you." I'd be like, "Hey, you. Yo, I went to Astoria and I was hanging out with this one girl." Then I'd go to another friend and be like, "Hey, I went to the city, to the Lower East Side, and I met this girl there, and I went back to her place." And every story I told this one person came out of her mouth.
Oh, that is like Inspector Gadget thing right there. That you like on you like
Yeah,
Pet Detective over here, Ace Ventura.
Ace
That's
Ventura, right?
good. That is really good. Yo, I would have never thought of something like that. That is awesome.
so, so she goes. So I'm like, so I approached her about it. She's like, no. And I'm like, of course you're not, because you still want to get info about it. You want me to trust this guy, but I'm not. So now I'm like, all right, every lie I've told you is coming out of her mouth. And she's like, no, that's not him. And I'm like, all right, okay, then why hasn't anything come out of the like whatever I told the other guys come out of your mouth? And she had no answer for it. So, excuse me. Oh my
Oh, bless
gosh.
you.
I'm not sneezing. I'm coughing, Louis.
Either way, you're still the Pope. I gotta
I'm the
bless you.
Pope. Yeah. I gotta bless you out, actually.
Yes, Father.
so so we go and so I stopped talking to him. At that point I was like, you're a snitch. I can't trust you. I have no more, like, our friendship is done. Did I approach him about it? No, I never approached him about it because at that point I was like, you're not a man. You don't deserve me to come talk to you. Like, you don't. Like,
Yeah, but there has to
you
be like a
fucked up.
side. There has to be like a side thing to it. Like, what was his end goal? Was he trying to smash? Was he trying to get
I don't
to
know. To this day I
be in
don't
a
know.
relationship with her?
I don't know to this day. I
Have
don't
you ever
know.
found out if they dated or they talked?
From what she told me, no.
Because that
Um,
is super weird. Usually, men
yeah,
do that as a like a tactic to like get close to the
yeah,
female.
yes, 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 and probably that's what he was doing.
No, he definitely was because if everything that you told him, he went. You basically gave him ammunition to talk to her.
Yeah, true, true. But anyway, so we go and so I just didn't approach him about it because I was like, that you don't deserve my respect to come talk to you. Like, you're nothing to me now. You're below. You're down. To me, that's it. You're 6 feet below. Like, you're nothing. So I went on. I still kept doing my thing, but she still knew what I was doing. But I wasn't telling nobody anything.
How?
And I'm like, so yeah, exactly how? So now I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, how they, she wouldn't tell me how. So I'm like, I go back on Instagram, I go back on Snapchat to see if there's any like fake accounts and everything, and nothing. I'm like, this is crazy. I delete more people, and she's still finding out, dude. So one day, I get into a car accident, and this one I had my Nissan Maximo, and that was
Oh
my baby.
man, that
That car,
Maximo, that
I
beautiful
loved it.
car.
I loved it. Yeah, that car was my baby, and I
This is
I
slow.
crashed. No, your car's slow. So I get into an accident, and I posted on Snapchat. So the first person I see that looks at my Snapchat was his mom. And I'm like, oh, wow. So I go home, and the next day I go get a car rental, and I go knock upstairs, and I see the mom, and I'm like, hey, because sometimes I used to park my car in the driveway or block the driveway, so I had a rental. And I go to her, hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. We're talking. And I'm like, hey, if you see that car blocking the driveway or in the driveway, that's my car, so don't call the police. And she's like, oh, okay, you got a new car? And I'm like, no, it's just a car rental. I got into a car accident. And she's like, oh my God, for real? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And she's like, she's like, what happened? And I'm like, didn't you see my Snapchat? And she's like, Snapchat? What's that?
Oh, dun dun.
And I'm like, whoa. I'm
Figured it
like,
out.
oh, okay. So she's like, I don't know what is that. And I'm like, you have a Snapchat. So excuse me, give me 1 second, guys. I had to drink water. So we go, and I'm like, I show her, I'm like, look, this is you looking at my story last night that I got into a car accident. And she's like, no, I don't have Snapchat. And I'm like, okay. Kept the last snap. Deleted her Snapchat and deleted her Instagram account following me. After that, she never
No
knew
more
anything.
stories.
No more
Exactly.
stories. Yeah.
Wow. But why go to the lengths to make up an account for your mom just to follow somebody to tell a female about what he's doing? Like,
So I think it was a jealousy thing because he got caught up in some situations in life, and the lifestyle I was living was the lifestyle he wanted to live.
nah, I
And
don't think it was that. I think it's something more profound than that. Like something else was triggering it.
that I don't know, to be honest. And it's crazy because he did it
Let's
to
get him
one
on
of
the
his
show.
other friends.
Let's get him as a guest speaker on the show. Let's call him. Can I use a lifeline? Can I call a friend?
What do you think? I'm Regis from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it has to be something else. Like it was definitely he was. Was
But the
he
thing,
was he a mujeriego too? Like did he jump from woman to woman and being in a relationship?
the crazy thing was we were so close that he used to tell me things, and I used to just it wasn't my business to say anything about it. It's
No,
what you're
but
doing.
that's what a friend would do. You tell me something,
And
it stays with me.
it was crazy because unfortunately, me and the girl he was dating at that time, um, we're very close now because we were friends, me and her. So that relationship that he was in with that one friend, she was friends with me before I met him. So they met from me.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, so our relationship at that time kind of was was bad, like our friendship between me and her, because he would get caught up in situations, and I think he would blame it on me. And so of course in her eyes she'd be like, oh, I don't like him, blah 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 blah. But now me and that girl were very close. She's married now. She's about to have a baby. Her husband's amazing. She's doing great. And she got out of a toxic relationship too. But I wouldn't tell her things, and it's like, dude, like I didn't even throw you under the bus. And to this day, I really haven't. She doesn't want to know, and I don't want to talk about it with her because she doesn't need to know. It's her past,
Exactly.
and I didn't go run to her when they broke up, like, hey, this and this, he's doing this, because I didn't care. Like she wanted nothing to do with him too. But it was crazy because it's like you went to my ex and you told her. And he did it to two other people also too. And it's like I think he had like something with exes that he wanted to like talk to exes.
It has to be. It definitely has to be that. It has to be something from like, oh, he wanted your girl or some shit like that, and he decided to try to screw it up for you so that he can
Hmm.
slide his way in. Because that there are men like that. There are men that are just fine.
It's
Um,
crazy, yeah.
of reason to try to get in somebody else's girl's pants. Like I've seen it before.
It's sad. It's sad because I don't understand how someone could sleep with a close friend's ex. That's just disgusting.
Yeah, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, relationships nowadays are shit.
Yes. But
Shit. Like you can't trust nobody.
so a year later, I had knee surgery, and
I was there for that.
I'm so sorry, guys. I know I sound like crap today. Um, I had knee surgery, and the mom came to check up on me because I'm to this day I'm very close to his mom. Like I was actually on the phone with her last week. She called me, texted me a question about something, and I spoke to her for like half hour, and we were just talking about life and stuff, and she knew how me and her were very close, and she was always like caught off guard, like what happened. So one day she came to check up on me downstairs, because I was useless, I was in crutches, I couldn't even move. And she made me a dinner and she brought it downstairs to me. And she just, was talking to me. And she was like, I would love for you, my son to become friends again. I don't know what happened. And at that point, I was like, what is he telling you? And then she was like, oh, he told me that ever since you became a police officer, you got cocky and you forgot about everyone else that you grew up with. I was like, that's weird because I still have X, Y, and Z as my friends. And you see them come by. I was like, so if I still have them, why am I like, isn't it weird that I'm not talking to him? Like, don't you find that? She said, yeah, you're right. I was like, yeah, because if I got cocky and I forgot about the people I grew up with, I wouldn't be talking to those guys.
Yeah, and as your friend for a very long time, just a side note, he's always been cocky. You've always been a cocky motherfucker. You're always full of yourself.
I'm not
But
cocky, I'm
like
just confident.
that's what we love. That's what we love about you. You know what I'm saying? Like we know the
So
type of person you are.
you're blowing my spot up, Louis. Damn, I'm trying to be like the
Now,
good
fuck
guy
out of here.
here.
People need to know the truth. You was always a cocky motherfucker.
Damn, yo, that's it. You're not doing this co-host thing with me. You're fired.
Guys, he's fucking lying. You know I'll be back every fucking week.
It's gonna be like Donald Trump. You're fired.
You're fired. Don't need you here. You're fired. But
So,
yeah.
so the mom was like, "Yeah, you're right," and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. What happened?" So I told her, and she was like so in shock. She was like, "I never thought my son would do that." I was like, "Well, your son did that," and I was like, "Not only did he do it to me, but he also," I was like, "Don't you find it weird that this person doesn't talk to him and this other person won't talk to him?" She goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Because he did it to them too. He did the same thing to them."
Damn, blowing up spots to the mom dukes.
Exactly.
And then you smash to get back at him. Dun, dun, dun.
I smashed what?
Oh
You need
man, I
to.
cracked myself up.
Yeah, you should look at the mirror too.
Oh, thank you, Zaddy.
So yeah, so that's the Snitch and the Crew story, and ever since that, like I'm very strong now with people that I hang out with. If I feel like you're a weird snitchy person, or like I can't trust you, like I'm just not gonna entertain you. I'm not gonna mess with you. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna give you my phone number, and I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah, so my thing with friends is like, you know how I am. Like, I go above and beyond for all my friends. You
Yeah,
need something, I'm there. No matter what, if I gotta make time, I make time for you. And people take advantage of that, and that's exactly what I see that he did. Like, he took advantage of the situation. He felt like he made up an excuse in his head, obviously, because DK, you got cocky, but obviously you've always been like that. Not to be funny, but that's a good thing. That's a good trait about you. That makes that it shows how strong you are because it
yeah,
is the type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? Not as a bad thing. It's a good thing. People always say you hold yourself up high to high standards. You become praised as someone that is of high standards. And
exactly.
for him to say that you became cocky when you became a cop, it doesn't make any sense to me because I've known you for a very long time, and it's just you bring off that strong energy. He probably wasn't strong enough to continue to be that friend, and so he felt like he would try to break you or bring you down from that. and it doesn't work because
Yeah,
you're you.
it's true. It's true. It's very
Exactly.
true. And I could be cocky. I'm the damn Pope.
Exactly, bro. You were out here. I still, bro. I love that video. I really wish that was like the real Celia Cruz. So I reposted your video, and
I saw that.
she commented on the picture
But the
because she
Sailor,
was tagged in
not
it.
Sailor Cruz, the Sailor Cruz Instagram page. Whoever is running it.
Yeah, I guess whoever's running it, but hopefully it is her because she's old already. I'm pretty sure she don't got no PR
I think she's
or
dead.
anybody running. What?
I think Celia Cruz is dead. I'm not
Don't
too
say
sure.
that.
I believe so.
Is
Are you really
Celia
Googling, dude?
Cruz still alive? We're about to
Yeah,
find
she
out right
passed
now.
away in 2003.
Oh my God. Celia Cruz, I'm so sorry.
She's
I feel
upset
like a
with you.
piece of shit now. She's watching down on me or watching
Don't
up,
worry.
I guess.
I'm the Pope. I'll forgive you.
Oh my God. Bro, I felt OD special because she reposted or she commented on my thing.
It was whoever runs her page.
Whoever's running her page, fuck you. You made me feel fucking special. Oh my God, I'm gonna say like 10 Hail Marys, bro. I feel like crap. Damn, I swear to you, I did not know she was dead. That
How do
is
you not know?
wild.
And you're
I
Latino.
didn't know. I didn't know. Bro, I'm so out of the loop. I've been living under a rock for the longest.
What are you, SpongeBob? Oh no, it's not
Wait,
SpongeBob.
it's Patrick, Papa. Patrick, come
Yeah,
on.
Patrick. Yeah.
Get on your cartoon shit. You
You
heard?
do look alike too.
You better watch your mouth. I was thinking about being Patrick for Halloween, but my costume never
There's
got
no
here in time.
difference. All you gotta do is just paint yourself pink
Paint myself a little pink, right? And do
and
a little
just lay
cone head.
down.
That hurts my feelings.
But on the Snitch
Damn,
and the
man.
Crew, yeah, you have to watch out who you trust and who how much trust can you get to someone, because you give somebody an arm and they'll try to take both arms from you, and
That is very true.
it's bad. Like this dude, like I trusted him a lot. I used to tell this guy everything, and it's crazy how like he was just be going behind my back, and I'm like, why would you like? And like he hit me up one time, like a year after all that happened, and he was like, hey, we should meet up and talk. And I was like, I didn't reply back to him, as I was like, I don't want to talk to you. Like I don't even want to see you. Like you're just disgusting to me.
I
There's
would have
nothing to
done it
talk
for
about.
closure.
There's no
I would
closure.
I would have
There's no closure. There's no
no,
closure.
I would have done it to see the like to understand what gave you the right or what made you feel like this was the right thing to do. If I was your best friend, like we
Like
did
people
everything
ask
together.
me when I tell them the story, and they were like, "How? Oh, would you be friends with him again?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Because I would never trust him. Like now, I'm on edge if I'm hanging out with you. I have to
See,
see
that's
what
my
I'm doing. You know?
exactly that's my problem too. I take friends like very heavily. Like I told you, I will go above and beyond for you. Even if I meet you for the first time and I get a good vibe off of you, I got your back. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, and I tell you, like, and our one friend, a very close friend, the one that lives in Virginia, like he was surprised when I told him, and it was funny because I remember hitting him up, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta talk to you." And he was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Just be honest with me. We could talk this out." I was like, "Are you going to this person and blowing up my spot?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Dude, just be real." I was like, "We could talk this out. We could be men and just talk it out, and we could see the reasoning." And he was like, "Dude, nope, it was not me. I'm being honest with you. This and this and this." And like, I hit up another friend that lives in Florida, and he said no. And at that point, I was like, "All right, I gotta start making up these lies and see who's gonna start coming out of their mouth."
It just sucks the lengths you gotta go to find out who's really true to you. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep.
I'm
It's
telling
sad,
you,
right? It's
I had a very good friend that like, bro, he needed my car. He would disappear for days with my car.
I thought I was
Like,
your only friend.
no, you remember him? He used to fix my car a lot. He used to do like mechanic stuff for
Oh
us.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember him.
So
Yeah,
you know the kind of relationship I had with him. Like
yeah. You were close
everything
to him. Yeah.
we did everything together. And if he needed my car for anything, he could have it. It was just like
You mean
I
your
got a
moped?
phone call once. I got a phone call one time from my dad. Like, why are you speeding on 4th Avenue? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm working. He's like, oh, it's
I'm in
him.
the bedroom. What are you talking about? You're in the living room.
he's like, he would already know off the bat, like, oh, I know who it is. Why is he running your car like that? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of
Is that when you
relationship I
had
had with him.
the TC, the orange one?
Yes, my orange TC, my
That
little
thing drove
rice,
itself.
my little rice bucket.
Your what?
My little rice bucket. I used to call it Uncle Ben. It was super ricey.
Like the box.
I swear to God, no, it was just super racey. Like it was Lamborghini orange. It had carbon fiber hood, carbon
I
fiber
remember
trunk.
that. Yeah.
I had music. It was dropped. It looked like a little ricer car. It
I
was
still
like,
remember
me, I
one
was
day
young.
I used to work, or when I used to work at Century 21,
Yes,
and I had my white Honda Civic.
yes. You're just slow.
Yes. Anyways, and I had a friend in the car, and she goes to me, "You came through to hang out with us," and she goes, "I swear to God, that car drives itself." And then you come right next to us, and as you're approaching, you put the seat all the way back, and right when you're next to us at the light, it's the car's driving itself. And then she's like, literally, she said that like 2 minutes ago. She goes, "See what I mean? It does drive itself."
I used to love doing that to people. I would recline the seat so far back, and you couldn't see me. So you looked through the window, and it was like it was nobody in the driver's seat. I used to love doing that to people.
I remember that, and I was just like, "Oh my God, this guy needs help."
Oh man,
I was actually
good
telling
times.
one of my coworkers here about how we were at the wedding in Virginia, and how I hear everyone like in the dance floor like going, "Oh, go, go, go," and I look over, and who would I see with like a cat in a hat, big hat in their head, with a tank top on, and like breakdancing on the floor? It's you. And I was like,
Bro, I'm telling
"Oh
you, you can't
my
take me nowhere.
gosh!" I was like, "What is he doing?"
I'm the life of a party. You need some enjoyment in your life. You guys can book me literally for $1. The same amount you would feed one of these children in
But
Africa.
it doesn't. That still doesn't cover your milk. That's
What
$7
it wouldn't. Jesus, why is milk so expensive?
because you're special and you get
I
that.
hate it here.
You get that white people kind of milk.
No, I get Lactaid because it lasts forever. The expiration date on those milks is like 3 months in advance.
God damn, I think lasts as longer than a relationship.
That's what I'm
for me.
saying. Whatever. Yo, that would be a perfect commercial. You get a gallon of Lactaid milk, and you're just there with your girl holding it, and then it
She
starts
disappears.
Yeah, she just starts disappearing. Like she comes in and out the house angry, yelling at you. You're still holding the milk, and then she's finally gone, and everything in the kitchen is gone. And then you open the milk, and you're like, still fresh. That would be priceless.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't have you
Good
on this
times.
show anymore. You're too much. Everyone's gonna like
Fine,
you more.
guys.
Everyone's gonna like you more instead of me.
No, it's not about liking me more. It's about us keeping the conversation going. People need to understand the lives that we lived and how relatable our topics are. Everything that you say here, there has to be like one out of every 3 people has gone through it, and it's true. This is an everyday thing. People go through this every day. Even with the first topic, the pill you had to swallow, relationships. Speaking about relationships, I have to give a shout out. There is this one girl in Florida that I'm in love with. I'm considering moving to Florida, but I've already decided that I'm not moving to Florida because I can't take my son with me. So I'm begging her to move up here. So I'm trying, guys.
Now you
I'm
sound like we're
trying.
watching like a soap opera, like a novela.
¿Por qué me dejaste, Pedro? But yeah,
Who's Pedro?
you know how every novela always has that one
Maria.
person that dies and somebody screams their name like in agony.
And then the episode ends.
Exactly. Like, wait. So you just ran over a cow. A bird just got shot by a farmer, and then someone screaming Pedro. Like, where's the storyline going?
That's how they are.
Explain to me.
Now, what channel is this on, though?
I don't freaking know. I don't have any channels. I got streaming services for life. I don't even know what cable is anymore. No.
Damn.
Bro, we're adults. Who uses cable?
I use cable.
No, you don't use cable.
Yes, I do.
You use those hot boxes that you just connect the wire from the main line that connects outside to your TV.
Oh,
And you know when you click the settings button and you're like search for channels, scan for channels so I could get some channels.
and then the subtitles
That
are
one-
Chinese.
Exactly. They're talking Chinese and the subtitles are in Chinese. Tell me what's going on with the world.
It came from Wuhan.
And then Jesus just sitting there eating popcorn like, holy crap, he's not about to do it. He's not about to do it, like if you understand it. Oh, man.
The world that we live in, Louis. The world that we live in. Honestly.
So, yeah, back to this topic. Friends, watch who you are close to. Watch. I actually have a very good friend at my job is kind of going through some stuff. And I told her, you need to watch who you tell things to because this whole working in an office building, bro, I purposely say something just to see how far it gets in the building. And you have to say, I did your same tactic, what you did with your stories to different friends. Mm-hmm. I did the same thing at my job, bro. And it got back to me like an Indian chief story. Remember that game where you would just whisper something in somebody's ear?
Yeah.
And by the time it got back to you, the story was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it is sad how certain people are and how information gets processed. And that's why I told her a bunch of times, be careful who you express yourself to because some people here pretend to be your friend and will use that against you in any way possible.
Mm-hmm. And I just don't get it because it's like, how can you want bad for someone? You know, like your life must be, you must be going through something for you to,
bro.
Which like bad, like not even just that, like go behind someone's back and just do those things, you know? And I think it's just ridiculous, honestly, because it's like, do you think I'm better than you that you have to do those things, that you have to try to bring me down? Like, am I better than you? Is that what it is?
Exactly.
I don't think so.
And there are people that will take your energy and feed off of that and try to bring you down for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Like, and that's the problem. Like, I remember one time, I was messaging an old friend of mine that worked at Sentries also, and I was in the army still, and we were just texting, and I was like, "Hey, do you still work at Sentries?" And she's like, "Yeah, I do." And I was like, "Oh, wow." And then she was like, "If you're gonna judge me for where I work at, don't talk to me." And I was like, "I was never judging you." I was like,
exactly.
And she said, like, "Oh, wow," because I'm like, "Wow, you're still working there," as in like, "Oh, wow," like just wow, like, you know, not in a bad way, you know. I was just like surprised, like, you know, like you've been there for a long time, like, you know, like a lot of people just leave. Mm-hmm. And she like got offended, and I was like, "I'm sorry, you got offended. Like that's how you feel, you know."
And those are people you got to be careful with too, because those are the same type of people that might feel a certain way because you know you're doing better than them, and then whatever information you give them because you're doing better and you're trying to like rub it in their face, they might use that against you.
Yes, and those people are red flags.
Exactly, but we Spanish, we like red flags here.
No, we don't like red flags.
Oh yeah, we don't like red flags. Right?
And those people get this.
all right, funk. Jesus Christ, I needed the soundboard. Yo, that is priceless.
You aren't ready for that, right?
He's about to just start. Every time he says a word, he's
and just do it on repeat. On repeat.
Yeah, just every time you. Yo, guys, today's weather.
You probably thought that was like a truck outside your house, right? You're like, oh wait,
no. I got headphones. I got noise canceling headphones. I can't nothing outside. Somebody could break into my door right now, put their finger in my ear, and I would have noticed until the finger's in my ear. I'm telling you, there could be a whole robbery right now in place, and I wouldn't hear a thing.
No, not even. And if you had the dogs, they won't even bark.
Yeah, they won't even. No.
I actually bought new headphones today. Amazon has a sale for Beat headphones.
Shout out to Amazon.
Yeah, $150 I paid. They go for like $3 something.
Very nice.
Yeah, Amazon had some crazy things going on this week. I was like, I bought that. I bought a Fitbit watch that goes for like $300. It was like $80 on sale. Yeah.
Jesus, this man is couponing on Amazon.
Why not, dude? Why not? Damn. But friends. You only there's like there's only like a couple of friends I have these days that like I trust.
Me.
Unfortunately, you're one of them.
Unfortunately, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second, because
Louis, I've
you
tried
throwing
to get rid of
shots.
you. I've tried to get rid of you how many times and you still come back? You're like freaking like Michael
Jesus,
Myers. You keep coming back.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. How many times? How many people in this world can you call if you need something and they'll be there?
911, the cops.
Exactly. Okay. Aside from the cops, bro, you know how deep my friendship is. You know how my loyalty is to my friends. Yeah, I
I
go
know.
above and beyond for you, mother flowers.
I tried to get
Jesus,
rid of you, Louis, but like I
you
said,
will
you're like
never get
Michael
rid. We
Myers.
family. Your
You're
family adopted me.
they did. They
They
did.
ask me when I'm coming for like holidays and stuff.
They don't even ask me. They gave up on me already. They're like, yeah,
Exactly.
this
They're like,
guy.
"Oh, what are you doing? You should come." Oh wait, I forgot to invite my brother. You know what I'm saying?
You
I'll
get
be
there, it's
like,
like, where's
I'll
Jay?
be like,
It's
oh
like,
yeah,
oh.
I'm gonna bring Jay with me. Oh shit, I forgot about you.
You're the middleman now.
Exactly. Like I'm the one who, bro. Everyone who doesn't know this man Jesus, we're family, and I don't care what he wants to say, how bad he wants to talk shit. We are family. This man can come to my family's house, take a plate from my mom's vitrina, for all you Spanish people that understand those chinas, those fancy ass plates that moms take care of. My mom will literally put a shitload of food in this plate for this man, give it to him, and won't even care if it doesn't come back to her. She
And that
only
was
does
so
that with
true.
family. And so this man, so let me tell. This is
Thanksgiving.
how. This is how much of a friend. This is how family we are. We're not friends. We're family. This man came to my house one time for Thanksgiving. He was working. Obviously, it sucks that he has to work on the holidays, but I wanted to make sure that he felt like he was, he was still part of something. So I told him, you know what, stop by. I'm going to give you some food, yada, yada, yada. This man comes. My mom, instead of giving him a plastic plate like she gives everyone else, she took out a bowl from her china, one of these porcelain bowls that nobody's allowed to touch, not even me. I can't have cereal in it. Put rice, chicken, penne, potato salad. She put a whole thing of food in there to feed an army, covered it up, and said, here, give this to him. This man took that plate, and didn't come back until next year to refill it and take it again.
So true, though.
This man literally had his personal to-go plate from my mom's china.
It's so true, though.
This is what you guys need to understand. This is
And the
how
best
family
part
we
is,
are.
I came to the dinner, ate, and filled that one plate up to go.
Took the same plate back to go. And now this year he coming back with it.
See, last year I couldn't do it. I wasn't home for Thanksgiving. I was away for the military. This year I'm home.
That's good. Are you going to be working, though? That's the question.
No. I come home and I'm
For
off
real?
for a good time.
Oh,
I'm off until mid-December.
we going in.
And
Going
yes,
in.
yes. So I come home and I'm just gonna chill out, and then I have to go back to Florida for a half marathon, and then
When are you going?
to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be flying out, I believe, the 2nd of December.
Okay, and what part of Florida are you flying to?
Orlando.
Oh, man.
MCO.
Because I got to take some time. I got to take some time to go to Miami.
That's Miami. 2 different cities.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I would have loved to go at the same time, watch you run and stand there with my shirt up and your name on my belly and me holding a bottle of water out. Like, go, Jesus, go. And you know I'll do it.
I know you would. That's the sad part.
Exactly.
That's the embarrassing part too.
No, it's not embarrassing. These are memories you're going to take with you forever. When we're 80 years old and sitting on wheelchairs and I'm going to tell you, your shit's slow. And then we're going to race. I'm purposely going to push you down the stairs. You're going to take me those two old people in
Do
wheelchairs.
you remember that April Fool's Day when I forgot his name. He was part of the that car club you guys were part of. He drove
Yes.
and he hit you up in the code. It was April Fool's, and he was like, "Yo, come outside. I'm gonna pick you up."
Bro, he did that to you too?
No, but I remember you called me pissed off. You're like, yo, do you know I was standing for a half hour
Oh yeah,
waiting for
I
this
know
man to pick
exactly
me
who
up,
did it.
and he didn't even
I know
pick
exactly. I
me
still love you, even though you're married now and you're not allowed to talk to anybody. But you're an asshole for that. I stood outside in 40-degree
shorts.
weather in
Shorts.
shorts and a hoodie, waiting for you. This man told me to come outside on April 1st, and me like an idiot, I didn't think of nothing of it. I go outside literally in a hoodie and some shorts and my slippers, my little flip flops because I'm Spanish with socks on because I'm Dominican. And I stood there for 30 minutes freezing my ass off. Bro, it
You
was the
won't
worst
forget
thing
that
ever.
you called
And
me
I hit him up and
mad.
I'm like, yo, I hit him up and I'm like, yo, where you at? I've been outside for half an hour.
April
He's like,
Fools.
bro, you serious? And I was like, yeah. He's like, bro, April Fools. I cursed this man out. It got to the point where my mocos, how you say that in English? My
Boogers.
boogers were dripping down my nose and they were freezing on my lip. Bro, that was not okay, but I love that one. I should use that one. Damn, that's a good one.
Those were oh my, those were the good days though. Those were the
Yes.
good days.
See,
Yes,
these are
yes,
friends.
yes.
These are friends.
These are
You
friends
know
that
what I'm
you could
saying?
trust. These are Lewis is a great friend, honestly. I know I joke around on him, and a lot of you people are probably like, "Damn, Lewis is so good to him, man. Jay's like so mean to him." But this is the relationship that we have,
Yeah, it's
you
a love
know.
relationship. I know he loves me at the end of the day. He does
And
go
this
above
is
and beyond
why I
for me
have
too.
him on this show because if I don't trust you or I don't like you, you're not gonna be on my show. That's just the way it is.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, it's my show, it's my
Not even your
podcast.
show though, like even in your life in general too.
In
Like,
life, exactly.
yeah.
And especially like with the careers that I have, like being in the military, being in the law enforcement, like you really have to watch who you have these days because sometimes they tell us in in the process of being a law enforcement in the law enforcement academy, like you're gonna have to cut people off. And it's true because there's certain people you can't have in your life anymore. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, I had to cut some people off because it's like, hey, I can't have you in my life. Like, some people understood it. They were like, I understand, some people were bothered by it. But unfortunately, that one person that I thought was a brother to me, it comes out that he wasn't a brother, he was someone else. And it's sad that I wasted time investing with him, like in like our friendship. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I'm not coughing, Louis.
You are coughing. You're not sneezing.
I mean, I'm not sneezing.
Got him.
Anyways, and I invested a lot of time, and like my thing is like I'd rather waste money than waste time because money you can always get back. I could go work
Mm-hmm.
overtime, I could go get a job somewhere else and make the money, and time you can't get back. Money you
Exactly.
could always get back. You could always find a way to get that money back legally, not illegally.
Exactly.
And I wasted a lot of time with this person because we used to have a lot of nights out. We said this and he's just come to my place and we just talk, play video games, and just talk for hours. And I used to help him out in his cafe at times too. I used to go stay up, late, helping him like clean or do deliveries for him sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, this guy was just behind my back doing these things. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that dealt with it. I'm sure there's other people that have dealt with it with others. And I'm sure there are some of you listening to this podcast like, holy fuck, that shit happened to me too, like, damn. And if you feel that you have that one person that is being shady, that you can't always trust, cut them off. They don't need your energy. They don't. There's no need to waste your time with them. There's no need to waste your energy on them. They don't deserve you. They don't. Louis, why are you quiet?
Sorry, I had to cough now. I muted myself to cough.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're
But yeah,
special.
yeah, I could do that. You can too if you didn't know.
I just
Um,
realized that.
you, you learn as you progress.
Still learning.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, like exactly like Jay said, those those friends that you feel like you. Everybody has that feeling in
Wait a
themselves,
minute.
like
Wait a
that.
minute. Wait, I'm gonna stop you right now. If you knew I could mute this while I was coughing, why you didn't tell me before?
Because I just
You're a
had to
horrible
cough.
friend. You see what I mean?
No. Because I just learned too. There's a mic. There's a
You're the
mute mic.
snitch in the crew.
I'm a stitch in the no. Because I literally just had to cough, and I saw that I'm looking at the bottom where it says leave and all that other good stuff, and I saw mic, and I was like, wait a second, I can control my mic. So I literally just clicked mic and coughed, and then unclicked it when you said, "Why I don't hear you? You're quiet."
Yeah, and then like I look on the
So
thing on the
I
screen and it
literally
shows
learned
that you shut off
just
the
now
mic.
too, but I try to play it off like I knew, and you kind of blew me up. But yeah, like I was saying, like Jay said, there are those people that are there just to use you, and we as humans have this sense in us that we can judge a person's character. You know that feeling you get when you're like feeling a little iffy about something? That is your gut telling you that these people are no good for you. And sometimes you really need to listen to that gut feeling and know where to separate those people from your life, because those people will only bring you bad energy, and you don't need that.
Bad energy is not good.
Exactly. Everybody needs a friend like me in their life. I am the friend that no matter what anybody's going through, I will try to cheer you up. And
Louis.
Jesus can vouch for it, as he knows that I sent him a letter when he was in Afghanistan to do a cock push-up for me, and he never did it.
It wasn't Afghanistan. It was boot camp, basic training.
Same thing. It felt like it was Afghanistan. I even drew him a picture of how to do it. And do you think I got a picture of him doing a cock push-up? No. So who's the real friend?
Shut up.
No fucking loyalty there, bro. No loyalty.
I still sent you a letter, though.
You did, but I didn't get a picture of you doing a cock push-up, so I was kind of disappointed. Like I wanted you to. If you could have mastered one cock push-up, bro, you could have took over the world.
I could have. I still taken over the world. I'm the Pope.
No, not yet. Only Florida knows you're a Pope. And anybody that follows my Instagram.
Okay, we went to church after. No, we did not go to church.
Don't say that. And again, God, please forgive me, Celia Cruz, if you up there or down there. I'm sorry. I really thought that was you. You look, whoever was Celia Cruz for Halloween.
That Instagram message, and that message you again, be like, by the way, she's dead.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know, a-hole, instead of clapping. Like I swear I got super excited. Like no way I got a celebrity commenting on a picture I posted. I really got hyped until I found out now she was dead.
You're a loser.
We're gonna talk about that.
But yeah, you really need help.
I really do. And again, Miami, you're my favorite person right now, forever and always.
I hope she doesn't listen to this.
I really think she is. And
we had people from Seattle listening to this podcast. Whoever's from Seattle, hey, you guys are ranked number 2 for the biggest next city listening.
Shout out to Seattle. East Coast still better though.
Who the hell is in Seattle? And it was a lot of numbers. So far, the last episode, we have about 240 listeners.
That is awesome.
I was like, whoa, how? I was like,
so,
okay, cool.
So you know what we need to do? We need to thank every single one of you that do listen.
Thank you.
I am a very supportive friend. I support Jesus in everything he does, and I'm going to continue to support him. And you guys that are listening, it means a lot to me that you also support him. Feedback is also appreciated. Like I said, I love this man. He's my brother, and I'm always going to be here for him no matter what he does. And like I said, the way you guys made him feel, because he called me in tears, like, oh my God, they're really listening to me. And it made him feel special. And he needed a shoulder to cry on, and I was here for him. And
I was in Florida and you was in New York.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate every single one.
It was like New York City. So New York City was the top city, of course.
Of course.
And then it was Seattle.
New York is the best.
And then Denver, Colorado.
These
people must be really high listening to me.
I know the couple people in Seattle, and if it is who I think it is, and we was in that wedding together, you popping.
Yes, I know who it is, but that's just one person.
Still, that means they listen to it 187 times.
Radio too?
I think so.
I think she does.
Either way, if she listened to it 187 times, we appreciate you.
Yes, it was New York City, Seattle, Denver. We had Washington, D.C., we had Maryland, we had Richmond, Virginia, We had Florida. There was a couple of cities in Florida. There was like this one weird city, like Iowa, Idaho, one of those states. I was like, they must be really bored to be listening to me. That's probably like the biggest news they got was the podcast. I'm like, there's nothing else going on over there. Yeah, there was a lot of cities too. That I was like surprised. I was like, whoa, where are these? Oh, no, we had the Dominican Republic, another country.
Yeah, I want to thank all my cousins over there. All 75,000 of you, because we all primos. That's why the stem comes from lo primo se primen, because everybody calls themselves cousins over there.
Yeah, so we had another country on the map listening to us.
Also, we should start translating this in Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo soy Luis Fernández y mi amigo se llama. Say your name in Spanish.
Jesús Vargas.
Oh, he added the Vargas. So his Spanish is broken. Vargas.
I hate you. But everyone that's listening to this, thank you for listening to this. Hopefully we add more cities to New York City. We love ya. I'll be home soon. To my people in Seattle that are listening to this, Denver, Washington DC, Richmond, Virginia, Florida, keep sharing it. Let's get it. Let's hit every state on the map.
We appreciate you guys.
Yes, we appreciate you guys, and I hope y'all enjoy this. Thanks for taking the time to listening to this. Give me your feedback, message me, write reviews. Right now I got 5 out of 5 stars. I'm enjoying it. It's on Spotify. It is also on Apple Podcasts, and it's coming up soon on Google Podcasts.
Sheesh.
Apparently Google is the biggest one out there to make it with. So we are in the making of that one. Keep sharing it. Put it out there. Keep follow my podcast show on Instagram, the page, and share it with others. Share this with everyone else. And like I said, to all those big cities, appreciate it. Love you all. And we will talk to you guys on next week. I'll think about having Louis again next week. We'll think about it maybe.
I'll be here, guys.
Talk about being cocky. You're being cocky. Deuces.
Later.